The prevalence of reform could severely damage Rishi Sunak's chances of any kind of majority.
You're joking. Not another one?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jake from Just Jake, and if you're new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Unlike 2019, where Boris Johnson made a deal with the Brexit party, or Nigel Farage basically, to not stand in Brexit voting seats, that helped Boris Johnson in 2019 win an 80-seat majority. Now is not the same, I'm afraid. Richard Tice has apparently no intention of withdrawing his candidates for areas which could split the vote and cause Labour to win. It is also projected that Rishi Sunak he'll be like a drowning puppy in the political river. Riff, riff, help, help. Wait a minute, was you voted by the grassroots membership? Riff, no. Then we can't help you. Rishi Sunak is in severe trouble. It's already quite clear that he will lose. We're just calculating by how many. But with reform fielding candidates in every single constituency, Rishi Sunak is screwed. And Rishi Sunak and Richard Tice aren't the best of friends. I don't know if anyone's noticed. So we are going to go through an analysis of this and check out the facts and the figures ourselves and see what's actually going on. Reform UK could cost Tories 53 seats with Sunak considering shock summer general election. That won't help you, mate, you're screwed. Reform UK could cost the Tories up to 53 seats, a new survey has claimed. A study conducted by the Electoral Calculus for the Daily Mail involving 18,000 people in multiple polls forecast that the Conservatives are on course for their worst election defeat in history. Unpopular opinion. I genuinely think they should have kept Boris Johnson, not because he was a good leader, but because that was the leader who was elected with a majority. Okay, it is him that the electorate should be condemning, judging, and putting in his place. If they don't think Boris Johnson did a good job, because Boris Johnson was who people elected for, it is for the electorate to judge Boris Johnson and oust Boris Johnson. It is not for the Conservatives to just change their own leader whenever they feel like it and not even have a vote to have Rishi Sunak as our Prime Minister. That is what my belief is. Doesn't matter how bad Boris Johnson did, it's for the electorate to decide. If the party were to stand down the candidates in some constituencies, the Tories could win 133 seats. Okay. However, if Reform contested these seats as intended, then the Conservatives are expected to win just 80 seats. 80 majority last time, just 80 seats this time. Tells you everything you need to know. Labour is on course to win 470 seats if Reform contest every constituency. If Reform were to reach some sort of deal with the Tories, that would reduce Labour's share of the House of Commons to 430 MPs. The survey also... They still win regardless. Labour still win regardless. The survey also highlights that the Tories are under threat by the Liberal Democrats and a number of blue wall seats. The analysis suggests that the Lib Dems could increase their share of seats from 15 to 48. I sense a coalition deal coming through. Let's save Britain. Let's make Britain great. What does that sound like? Trump. Sounds like Trump. His laugh pisses me off. Richard Tice, but oh well. Nigel Farage, honorary president of Reform, has consistently said that Reform will not do a deal with the Tories to stand aside in a similar manner into 2019. A Reform spokesman said, "The Tories are, as they always are, so arrogant as to never consider the need for anything else. They would be deluded to think that they could persuade Reform to call off the dogs. The simple fact is, they have nothing to offer the country. So how can they pin their hopes on the undecided 15% that would have more chance pin them on a donkey?" And this basically comes as Downing Street has left the door open to a potential summer general election. Speculation has been mounting regarding a June or July election, something in which Number 10 did not deny on Sunday. A source pointed to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's prior comments that his working assumption was that the election would be the second half of the year, adding that there was still lots to get done and the need to continue the work we're doing on the economy. Rishi Sunak is only holding off an election so he can say in some form that he's dealt with immigration, when in actual fact he's done nothing. He's not stopped the boats whatsoever, and he's actually paying the asylum seekers more money to fuck off. He's paying them thousands just to clear off by their own will. He's given up trying to do it by legislation. He's just going to have a bit of cash, mate. Fuck off. That's all it is. Rishi Sunak hasn't got a chance in hell. And if you're going to judge this survey, then he really hasn't got a chance in hell. He's going to lose a lot of seats to the Liberal Democrats. He's going to lose a hell of a lot of seats to the Labour. The fact of the matter is, no one wants either of them. Nobody wants Keir Starmer. Nobody wants Rishi Sunak. But that's the nature of politics. If you like a politician, are they really a politician? You know, we're not designed to like politicians. We like populist figures. Boris Johnson was more a populist figure than he was a politician. That's why he was so liked. Margaret Thatcher was more of a populist figure, and she was a good politician. That was a rare one. But do you see what I mean? You could be the best politician in the world, but if you just can't connect to the ordinary voter by being a bit of a showman, by being a characteristically rich person, then you're not going to get anywhere. Boris Johnson should never have left. They should never have ousted him. They should have stayed by his side and let the electorate decide whether Boris Johnson did a bad job or not, because that is how politics should work. You don't just get rid of your leader like you change your trousers, okay? And that is what damaged the Conservatives so much, apart from the Partygate scandal. But just having 3 leaders in a year, the year of the 3 prime ministers. Remember that quote from the other video? Yeah. Effective now. Do the Tories have a chance if Reform do not give in, basically? Do not make a deal with the Conservatives. They haven't got a chance in hell anyway, and I look forward to the elections when I see all the results come in. But yeah, I've been Jake from Just Jake. Thank you for watching. As always, make love, not war, because what's the point? Rishi Sunak's fucked anyway. Did you like the video? Then hit the subscribe button or watch some more videos. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow. Thank you very much.